our mandate as ScratchEd creators, in my own opinion, would be better placed not as an educational technology, hookup, but rather as a member, a community of educators who want to be co-creators with their children. We want to raise a generation where we tell them, when you're in doubt, you can Google it without having to be the people who are always, speaking to them and telling them what to do, but also seeking to see what is it that they are able to create. I'm saying that today, even as I want to share a story that I have got to see today, our children whom I teach in the last few days, I've challenged them and I've given them a challenge to tackle the challenges that are around the Sustainable Development Goals, that is education, the problems of Sub-Saharan Africa around technology, not rather around education, health, and climate change. And our children have developed very amazing projects. I want to share one of them that captured my eye. And that one is about, using a tool called Microbit to be able to help people who are blind. So they send signals, the people who are blind can hear and they can communicate without having to use Google Assistant. And some people are challenging them, asking them, how better is this than Google Assistant? They were saying, this one is cheap. Who knows even a Google Assistant among the people who are poor? And, we are talking about Africa and we want to scale up and, ask our children to be creative as those ones that I'm talking about. That kind of a discussion is what we want to do. And most of the times, it's not me who tells them what to do. I just expose them to tools like Microbit and MakeCode, and I leave them on their own to be able to create. And that is what we want to see as we grow. When I'm doing all this, sometimes I wonder, are they going to compete with the children that are in other schools? Are they going to be competing with the people, the children of the other African countries and so forth? And I'm like, my children are going to be different. So that I want to be selfish. It's just that I want myself and the people who think like me to, find other like-minded people so that we can create a generation of creators and designers in our world. So then I was just speaking about the community of educators that is called ScratchEd Meetup. There are many of them around the world. In fact, we are told there are, I've been struggling to share my screen, but I will try my best to see how possible this is. There are so many of them around the world, but they started, of course, from the US. We have the Northern Virginia, the Houston, the Boston, and many others around the world. The one that is nearest us is in Tanzania. It's in Dar es Salaam. It's organized by someone who is very passionate about this. And so it is a Scratch Educator Meetup is a place for educators to make, learn, share, and connect with others. Number two, it's a community of educators who are excited about creative learning. And thirdly, it is a movement for educators who are democratizing access to computing computing education. At a ScratchEd Meetup, you will be able to get introduction to Scratch. You will learn about extensions as are used in Scratch. You also learn about Scratch for, other languages. And also you will be able to learn how to assess project-based learning. So what is it that we are going to be doing? We are saying after the launch, and now we are doing our business meeting, we will be ready to network and schedule meetings together. So you need to get ready for playful learning. The magic of meetups stems from powerful connections that form when we start meeting together as educators. I know sometimes you're going to get opportunities to do icebreakers. We are going to be able to build activities on our own, not directed by Stimulus, not directed by Scratch, not directed by Discovery Club, and many other organizations, including the TSC. But it will be a meeting of educators for educators. Number two, after we network and schedule, we'll also be able to explore and learn. Like our students, our creativity flourishes when we have time to experiment, when we have time to create, play, and tinker. And for the core of the meetup, you'll be starting a new project, but then people are going to take that project and tinker it with their students. And when you come back the next month or 1 week, you'll find that we have actually done very well. That is called exploration and learning. Finally, we'll do what we call share and reflection. Sharing and reflection are integral components of any learning practice or teaching practice or even creative practice. So the final portion of this meetup will always be to reflect on how we might apply our learning for the day to our classroom practice and share ideas with the rest of the group and learn about a cool project that a fellow educator is working on with his students or even alone. That is going to be the way we're going to be doing things. Sometimes you're going to be allowed to ask, okay, not sometimes, all the time you're going to be allowed to ask questions, share your ideas, embrace fearlessness, and you just keep going. So that is the call for all of us, to be able to work together, to be able to create together, and so forth as we grow as a community. We are told that for you to be a member of ScratchEd Meetup, we need to know that they are best enjoyed when we have diverse group of people. People like Sally, people like, there is the guy who said he's in directly from university and he wants to learn about what this is all about. You know, it's people like me who teach kindergarteners, and sometimes I teach high schoolers. It's people like you, Isaiah, who is involved with a lot of technology, educational technology. It's for people like, Mr. Joel, who is a leader in Kenya in regards to technology integration in teaching and learning. It is from people from various places around the world, and from various places around careers. So the question is, would you want to be part of that group? Do you want to be left behind? I don't think anyone in our team wants to be left behind. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share what I've just spoken about. And from there, I don't know if you can see my screen, by the way. Yes, that's what I want to do. So I'm sharing my entire screen, so I'm going to go back to my Safari. There you go. So this, I don't know if anyone can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it in my end.
Yeah, so you find these are, thank you very much. These are some of the activities that you'll be able to do if we have to meet one-on-one, or if we are going to meet online, then our meetings will be, will be having such things as this, as a way of brainstorming and getting ideas. You can see at the top, there is something, there's something about computational thinking. Oh, sorry for that. I think I went very fast. Let me just go to the first one. It's computational thinking, something to do with drawing, music, CS fast, getting started, pedagogy, middle school, elementary school, primary and secondary, and such like things. These are activities people have been doing. And they are normally organized as this. I first learned about educator meetups during a visit in France when we had what we call Microsoft E2 Exchange. And that is how I've been able to find out more about the ScratchEd meetups. There are so many around the world. Like I mentioned, there are those from, Tanzania who have been doing meetups and working on projects. When recently we had what we call the Kenyan, the Scratch Africa conference, in the first one in Kenya, we were blessed to have many people coming from Africa to come and show what is it they have been doing. And that was an eye-opener, and that's why I learned about the one in Tanzania. There are so many resources that we can be able to get, even including stickers, and many things that are going to be shared amongst the members of this community. So you don't want to be left out. So my question is again, do you want to be left again? Because these are called for you to start being part of this community. Now, to become part of this community again, you will need to be part of the organizing committee. So we will be expected as a, and that's what I'm doing for today. We will be expected to meet every month at least, or at least in 3 months, we can meet and be able to create. I know you are wondering, am I going to come from, that's Cecilia, from Kisumu, or is it my friend from, Botswana, or another one from Kilifi, Mr. Kina Joel. And those in Nairobi, will I be able to go to Kajiado to just do this? And I'm telling you, education has been revolutionized. So the question is, can we work with what we've got? So we are going to be doing these meetings online or even physically where we can. So you want to be able to bring people together. We want to be part of those people who are going to be doing that. There are various things that I'm going to share from this link that you can learn more about this. And then we are going to look at this document I've been studying called the Educator Meetup Guide. Now, I have talked too much, but I want to hear just two people who think we can be able to do this together. Anybody who wants to say it's important we do this together and we move together, our country and our continent together? Anybody who is saying we should do that? Okay, then we don't have anyone. So what are we going to do? I'm going to share this document with you.
No, if
No.
I can start off. We're all saying yes. I'm sure we are.
Yes. Yes, we are.
It's just that we are muted and obviously network challenges. But what you're talking about is a very brilliant concept. And obviously, we applaud you for taking lead in this. It's a bit self-defeating that constantly we wait for people to come from Europe or America to start this kind of initiative. And I constantly ask, why can't we start? So, and we all know we're busy, but it's about priorities. If it's important to you, you'll make time. So this is exciting, and I'm game. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, true. Hello, Mr. Felix.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've heard all the presentation, and this is a good idea, which I believe everyone in this meetup has come to an agreement. Personally, I am, let me say so, because it's a great idea and no one would want to be left behind.
And the third person? Do you have another person, or we can take that a dude and dudette confirmed, and they have, I don't know what they say in meetings.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Harriet. I am also very happy to be in. I want to confirm that we are in. It's a good idea, and I am for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. So then I think the next step is to, start looking at what will we need. And so I'm going to share a few of the items that you might need. Normally when people come together like this, they are looking for positions. And I'm telling you, this is not even a position, it's more of service. We're looking for people who are going to be part of this team. And the one way to do that is by looking at some of the roles that we're going to be looking at. We are looking for a coordinator, someone who can also help us with resource mobilization, someone who can help us with facilitation of the networking. When we have events, we post them online, someone who is going to support us and, help us with the documentation. We're looking for people who are going to be involved with the scheduling. Please kindly mute if you can hear me. All right, thank you very much. So we're looking for people who can do such things as even preparing events, facilitators, those who are others who are going to be, looking for speakers. We're looking for people who can actually help us in the cleanup of spaces and event, scheduling for events and such like things. So it's a huge job. No one is going to pay you. It's an initiative for us. But maybe as we continue, we're going to build a community that is also even able to fund its own activities. But I'm very sure once our idea is out there, people are going to start coming to start running towards us to support us, and that is the gist of of all we are doing. So we are the people God has appointed to be the Caleb and the Joshuas. So let's do this together. So I'm going to request for your permission to look for 3 to 4 people who can start off as the committee. And then over time, we're going to look at what is it that we're going to be doing together. So we will not be having titles, but I will request that we just start without even titles. and then we know what we are doing, and even we can actually come back to the team and tell them what exactly we are going to be doing as we move together. I don't know if that works, but also I am going to invite other people to also chip in and say what is exactly we think we can be doing. I'm coming back to the team. I'm proposing we do 4 people to just coordinators. We nominate 4 people to coordinators. And then when they come, we are going to agree on how they are going to, take their next activities. And if we need help, we can actually be able to pick up from the remaining members or from the community of the Scratchers in our community. Okay. We are all muted again, like Sally said. So
no, the question is, I know most people are fearing maybe to come forward, but I think looking at the numbers, it stands, we're not so many in this platform. Maybe people can unmute or go to the chat session, just propose a name in case.
Okay,
yeah.
can I say something?
Please say.
I can assist on any time that you need to market. Let's say like we're designing flyers and we're marketing sessions. I can assist on that. I can assist on design work, yeah, a little bit here and there, but much more like a posting on various groups on social media. I don't know if that will be relevant for now.
It is very much relevant. It's for now, but it's not even for now. As you continue, we'll be part of that. And I see you doing that. So thank you very much. Again, that's another thing. You can also volunteer. You can also say, I would want to help in an area. Like I said, there are various areas that we need help in. At this stage, we don't even have a venue, but we need someone who can also coordinate us, someone who can also be able to, manage events. So we are someone who is also talking about, media in terms of, design work for us, and as we go on. That is
Allow
Sally.
Me.
Yes,
Allow
yes.
me. Hello.
Hello, Barak.
Yes, I'm saying that basing on being that it is now, we are now opening up maybe to start and open up to the world, to the nation and whatever is happening. My opinion is that being that most of those areas that you've mentioned require the expertise. Well versed maybe in the line of IT in terms of maybe social marketing strategies. My opinion is that maybe because of some of the people you may just maybe do the self-appointment, but I think so and so, you can help us in this so and so, because maybe the expertise level with the different people. That's what I wanted to have as an input.
Thank you very much, Barak. Yes, I know a few people around here, the people who are in this meeting, but I wouldn't want to do that because I have tried that and it has failed before. It's better when we allow people to even volunteer themselves or even are nominated. If you know someone who can do a good job, in mobilizing and, because now, even after this, I think, even after the 4 people we are nominating, we're going to think about who is going to be regional coordinator for this region. And then we can actually work together to support our initiatives so that we generate, growth. So I know people, but I don't want to mention anyone because we need to build a community. We don't want to build Malombe. Malombe is a brand himself. Sally and Barak, with all due respect, I want to ensure that it's not about me or another person. It's about the community. And that's my thinking. Mr. Muturi, your mic is on, not on. Yes, yes.
I was actually thinking while you were talking there. You could probably, for clarity, just mention some of the rules so that as we as the participants can actually know what we are going to be able to be good at. Because I feel like maybe most of us we're not getting what we are, what the rules are. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you could kindly mention for the 4 people who are what they're going to be doing, so that we're able to understand and then come to a final decision.
Okay, that's right. So let me first of all share all the roles. I was just saying 4 because I thought it would be good for us to do that because we need to get even more people. Let me share my screen. Okay. I'm very sure you can see my screen at the moment. Can anyone see my screen?
I'm able to see your screen.
Yes, we can.
So this, by the way, the number 4, I was just saying that because we need a smaller group as we start, so that we don't have multiplicity of opinions, so that we are actually able to move together. Normally it was 3 people or 4. And so let me just go through the activities that we're going to be doing, and think about this as a meeting where we are meeting at a venue. But then think about it as now in the way we are right now, we are online and all that. So we have the coordinator of the venue in case we had an event, because it's about meetups. It's not about, president, deputy president. It's about the meetings, when you do meetings. For coordination of the venue, secure of funding, that is about resource mobilization. Coordinate catering, that is again around, mobilization. We have promote Meetup, so on social media designs and all that. Set up the space. We have managed registrations, document the meetups, facilitate networking, build the schedule, prepare participants. Can you hear me?
We are getting you. I'm getting you clearly.
Another person is sharing announcements, facilitate reflections, clean up the space, share the event documentation after it has happened, communicate with participants. If there are any certificates, that is happening. So it's more of 3 people. One who is a coordinator, another one who is focusing on event registration, event coordination. And then we are talking about the one person who can focus on registrants and all that. So the event coordination is a big thing, but then we have also the people who are supporting in, even mobilization and social media mobilization and such like things. So event coordination, the feedback after that. I can't say why I'm saying 4 people, but I'm just saying people can actually start picking up these roles, even as we build coordinators in Kenya from different regions. So that is what I'm saying. So these are the activities that you're going to be doing. It's a lot of work because I know sometimes I've run events and I'm the one focusing with my team and we are doing that and that and that, but sometimes it can become hectic. So you need to have such things happening, such people supporting and helping you. So from the place of that, I had Ms. Sally saying something to do with mobilization. And you can help me. I am not a monopoly. So you can help me, please. Anybody? Okay, I can see someone has said something on the chat.
I think for the coordination, you yourself, I think there is you take the lead of overall coordinator. If at all there are some other coordinators, but you take full charge in this program. I propose.
I have proposed, you proposed Felix to take charge of the coordination. I can do that. I'm okay with that. I know we don't know each other also, that's another thing. But if you feel you can do it also, you can propose yourself, then we move together, kindly. We need 2 more people at least. Okay. Can someone say something? Mr. Muturi, did I help in any way? Mr. Joel, why are you quiet? Jeremiah, why are you quiet? Harriet, we want to hear you, what you're saying. I see someone you're saying we should nominate, Victor can nominate himself. Yes, Winnie.
Mr. Felix,
Yes.
I think I can nominate myself in managing the registration, the managing of registration, and also sharing of announcements. In case there is an event that is coming up, I can coordinate in managing members who need registration to attend the event, and also sharing the announcements. Probably after Mrs. Sally has made the posters, I can share the announcement.
Thank you very much. Teachers, colleagues, we need to do this together. I know you're wondering, oh, how will I benefit? Sometimes you have that question, but I'm telling you, it's very important. Joel.
Yes, Felix.
Say something.
Okay. Now, considering the roles that you have highlighted, it's actually best I just give as a proposal that the overall coordination, you take it yourself, just like my colleagues have said. But in any case, maybe if you need help, then if I get to know the roles clearly, I can chip in and help you for that case. Hello? Hello? Hello, Felix.
We are getting you clearly.
Okay, I was saying the overall coordination, this is just my opinion though, that Felix takes full charge, but if there's any opportunity or any chance that maybe I needs assistance, then I can actually come in. If I get to know exactly the roles of being a coordinator, then I can really help Felix.
Yes, I agree too. I think he will be able to take charge better.
Yeah, because I understand it's also sometimes very busy organizing things here and there. So
Sure.
I don't know whether Felix can hear me as I talk now.
He seems to have left the group for now, probably because of internet connection, but we can still nominate him and we can let him know. Once he joins us, we can tell him.
Okay, that would be great.
Is there anybody else who thinks that they can pick up a role that Mr. Felix has shared with us? We still have a few roles that needs we still have a few roles that need support. So if anyone who can take up this role, it could be a great opportunity. Mr. Muturi, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Is there any role that you think you can pick up?
I'm still digesting the rules that have been mentioned by Frederick. So once I figure out what I'm going to be part of, I'll let you guys know.
Okay, thank you. I think also as we continue, you can just look at the roles and then you can communicate to the group the roles that you think you're comfortable with. You don't have to say it right now.
Yeah,
Mr. Felix, can you hear? Sorry, Mr. Joel, you were saying something?
Okay, I was just saying maybe we get to internalize what we are expected to do in terms of roles. And then maybe in time we can actually either propose someone, propose ourselves with better standing.
Okay, I hear you. I think it will be better if we would write this to the group and also the kind of responsibilities that you'll have taking up the role for easy digestion of the information. Are you okay with that? Mr. Felix, can you hear?
Hello, Winnie.
Yes, I can
hear. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
We can hear you, Mr. Isaiah.
Actually, I was thinking.
Yes.
This is my opinion that we be given time to digest what we have just heard from Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe next time when we meet, it will just be very easy for us.
Okay.
It has been given time to digest, at least then we shall come up with a solution.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Felix?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Winnie, I can hear you. Thank you very much for stepping in and to do that and moderate that discussion. Indeed, this is a very new thing we are doing also. We just want to not what I'm trying to avoid is a situation whereby something is owned by another. We need to ensure that it's for the community, and so in as much as being proposed to be coordinating, we can even look at how we're going to be doing that, because I don't want to be the person always doing things. I would want to see people like Odanga and the others. And so mentoring is going to be part of it. And so I agree with everyone that we even come up with an infographic sharing exactly what people will be doing in the community and how they can actually help make things happen. So I think that we can do with Sally and Winnie. And then we get back to you, not because we are the people who have been appointed by anyone or we have proposed ourselves, but rather just to provide, the backstops at somewhere, just to stop somewhere. So we can do that, share the infographic, and then we can actually share with the team. We're going to give ourselves maybe 3 months, trial, see how someone is faring. And then if they feel that there is something they can actually make work better, not the one that they were requested to do, that they can take it up. But having said that, allow me to make this request that from today then, the members of the people who are here, in as much as others are going to join us, let's see, Harriet is saying something. The people who are here, we can consider ourselves as coordinators in our regions. Milgo, you can be the person taking, Rift Valley and the Nakuru, starting with the Nakuru. And if there is someone else who is here, also you can be the two coordinators from the same region. I almost said Anosano, but I don't know, it's somewhere, I saw someone like that. There are people like, that is Glen. It could be someone like Anbet, who can also be working with, Mwigo to find the educators in a space. The SAR from the coast, you can take lead of that area. So we can actually have regional coordinators, even as you work on the, let me call it the top organ that's going to be coordinating us, and then we can actually be moving together. How do you think about that?
That's quite okay, Felix.
Okay, then. So this is what I'm going to request us to do. I know we have introduced ourselves, but allow me to request each and every one of you to just say their name and the region they come from, and then we can consider you as the regional coordinator, so that we can come off this meeting with two things. One, that we need to, say, what is it called? We need to say that we need to come up with an infographic, which is going to be a breakdown of what exactly we're going to be doing in the next few days, in terms of the people, the finding of the officials or the people who are going to coordinate us. But also we have come up with something that each and every one of you who came here is a leader. The way we say leaders are born. You are leader born because you are here. You've chosen to be here and you are found to be worthy to be here. So you can appoint yourself to be a coordinator of your region. And so you can start even, when we start looking at the resource, you can actually start running even your own meetups in terms of, building the bigger meetup, which is based where we are, where we are all coming from, Kenya or even Africa. I don't know if that's okay. I can see some hands are raised. Harriet, you have raised your hand. Cecilia, your hand is up. When the ladies are speaking, I'm very careful. Isaiah, you can also say something in that order. Cecilia?
Hello. Hello, are you hearing me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, this is Sila from Kisumu. I want to concur with what has been discussed, though I was offline for some time. But again, in the responsibilities we're supposed to take and the commitment we are going to make, it's important that we learn from it as we realize. But as for now, regional coordinators will also be at part to help us move on. Personally, I'm Cecilia Ward from Kisumu County, and I'd like to take up that responsibility of being a regional coordinator here. Thank you.
Amazing work there. So there we have Cecilia. Cecilia, you can write on that. Harriet, yes, we're going to allow you to speak, please.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Harriet. I also concur with what has been said. It's a great privilege to be here. I am from Meru, so Meru County, in case of any assistance, I'll be there to assist. Thank you.
Okay, that's Harriet from Meru. So Harriet, again, on the chat, you say that so that we can pick that. And so Winnie can actually coordinate us for that. And she can actually list those names. And then we can even post in the group and see how we make this happen. And then we can support each other as we grow. I know I have said that and people are already doing that. Please, can we do that kindly? Sally, we want to hear also your opinion. I've not heard from Glen, but I've not heard from Faith Kinyo. Or Faith Kinyo, I know where you are from. And Bet, we have not heard from you. So we want to hear what you guys are saying. Maybe on the chat, just release a message there. Okay, Kisumu County, Meru County, Nakuru County.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, Barak Ondanya is from Homa Bay County, and I would like to help in coordinating the Homa Bay County in the Scratch team.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. That's Barak. We are not building what are they called? Tribal kingpins. We are just saying we want to spread as much as we can, and then we can build a community. And I'm very sure there are people even better than me, and we are going to find such people, and then they are going to be part of the greater community that we are in.
Thank you.
Okay, see Glen. And see Glen from Nairobi is new in these meetings, trying to catch up. Yes, we are not appointing leaders. We are just saying that as long as you find yourself in this space, we are looking at you as someone who can also help us in growing of the community, even as we, plan how we're going to build this. So yes, Glen from Nairobi, Wafula from Migori. All right, I think we're at this time. Can we stop at that then? Because yes, Muturi, Mr. Muturi. Okay. Thank you very much. We're going to share on the proposed responsibilities as we grow. All right, let me stop at that. I don't know if there is anybody with another comment at this stage. No comment. Thank you very much. And from me to you, I wish you a blessed evening. We will need to convene again, maybe in a week's time, so that we finalize this and then we start off the activities that we want to do. If that's okay with members.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's well stated. Very much okay. I support.
Okay, then this juncture, allow me to request one of us to just lead us with a word of prayer as we come to the conclusion of our meeting. Any volunteer?
Okay, let's.
Someone is praying?
Okay, let's pray. Thank you, Father. We worship you. Thank you for your care, your protection. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for being with us from the very start. And now, Lord, we have come to the end of our meeting. We thank you, Lord, for being there with us. Thank you for everything that you have deliberated upon. We pray, Lord, that you shall guide us, even come time of implementation, that we shall do it to perfection. Be with us, take care of us until we have another meeting. In Jesus' name we pray and give thanks. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Bye.
Thank you.